Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Mile High Living. I'm Gina Bellich. We all know that the cold winter air will be here before we know it, so let's keep it out of our homes this winter. Dave Thomas from Lifetime Windows and Siding is here, and he's just the person you need, right? So we've got home improvement projects. A lot of us are trying to just smash into these next couple of months before it gets crazy cold.
Yeah, it's this is the time of year where you really notice what's being stressed with your house. Where when else during the year do you wake up, it's 30 degrees in the morning, you come home in the afternoon, it's still touching 70, 74 degrees. That's a 40-degree temperature swing, and there's not a lot of building products that can hang out to that. Most of us, unfortunately, have vinyl windows in our houses. That's how they're built these days because they're cheap, and they are expanding and contracting like nobody's business. On a day where you have a 40-degree temperature swing, that plastic window can expand or contract literally up to an inch in each direction.
See, that's the kind of stuff that your utility bills are going to show on
Absolutely,
that as well.
because what's happening, the sash is pulling apart from the frame and you're watching your curtains go back and forth going, what's going on here, right?
What's happening?
How do we beat that problem, or how do we fix that problem? Well, we need a window that doesn't expand and contract. And the famous Marvin Window Company has delivered. It's the Infinity from Marvin. This was picked as J.D. Powers and Associates' #1 ranked window in the entire country. It is a lifetime window. Marvin's theory was that glass as a material is thermoset, which means that it has to be under a tremendous amount of heat before it starts to get soft and move. So Marvin's theory was, hey, if the glass isn't expanding and contracting, what if we could make the sash and the frame all out of the same material? Glass. And they did it. And it's a pretty amazing window. You can see how slick and pretty it is. Real thin frames because the fiberglass is so strong. It has the tensile strength of steel. And the window will deflect nearly 300 degrees of heat, so you can do it in the cool, dark colors that you're seeing in all these modern homes, the blacks, the bronzes, et cetera, et cetera.
It really is pretty, and we can actually get back to that in a second. But first, what are some really good tips about buying windows that you can give folks? Because it might seem a daunting task.
You're going to make three decisions, in my opinion. You're going to make what company is doing the work. You certainly want a company that is an expert in what they install. Mm-hmm. 2, what are you putting back in the openings? And 3, who's going to be there to service it? What's the warranty if things go wrong down the road? And I think that's where Lifetime really steps up to the plate. We are locally owned, brick and mortar, right by the baseball stadium. Everything we do is warranted for life, no questions asked, transferable in full one time. You can see the installers in that photo. These windows are literally made to 1/8 of an inch, so they are designed to look like they were built in your home from the get-go. It's just, it's a great thing. Last year we won the 2020 Better Business Bureau Award as the best mid-sized company in the state of Colorado, and I think that's what we deliver and how we treat our homeowners.
No, absolutely. I mean, when we start talking about this, you also have James Hardie Siding, and this is something that's really important, especially when we start talking about fire danger in the mountains.
For sure.
And just really keeping, the integrity of your home and the price of your value of your home up.
James Hardie Siding is fiber cement, outsells everything in Colorado 20-1. You can see these homes, they're absolutely gorgeous. Minimal expansion, minimal contraction, no insects, no woodpeckers, no rot, absolutely 100% hail-proof. Throw some black Marvin windows in there, and we've just totally changed the curb appeal of your house. James Hardie Siding past kitchens is the #1 return on investment last year in Denver at 80% value back next day. The color is baked on high temperature kilns, so if you're done with exterior maintenance, I'm giving you 2 of the best products in the country.
Wouldn't that be nice not to ever have to worry about that again? Now, a lot of people really live and die by Google reviews. They're thinking, okay, this is how I know if the company I want to help with or to give my business to is really legit. And you have some amazing Google reviews.
We do. We're a local company. We're not a big box store. I mean, what we sell is what we try to deliver to our homeowners. It's so important to us. And honestly, our reviews, as many as we have, it's nowhere near the volume of business that we actually do. We're in 300 homes a month.
A month?
Yeah.
That's not a year, that's a month.
Yeah.
So lots of homes that you guys are touching in terms of really these amazing products. The other thing is not just are you involved in terms of the customer service, but really the community overall.
Portion of every sale since the beginning of the pandemic has been donated to the Food Bank of the Rockies. We think it's important to give back to Coloradans in need. That's staying in place. We're an official sponsor of the Rockies. And of course, helping the zoo celebrate its 125 years.
I know, look at
pretty
that.
awesome.
It is pretty nice when you think about that too. You have a great deal for folks. What is it?
So right now we're doing buy one window, get one 50% off. That's on the Marvins. And on all siding, 25% off all product and installation. So really, really good time of year to take advantage of the savings.
I said before we go that we were going to look at how pretty these are again. When you look at how nice this is, you've always told me, or taught me over the years now, that really having that thin frame at around the edge is huge. You don't have a porthole, if you will, for a window.
We live in Colorado because the views are amazing, right? So you don't want all of this chunky fat window in there. You want as much view as you can, and when you see that, it just really, really capitalizes on what you can do with the houses.
It truly changes the look of a home, and when you add the siding along with the windows, you might even drive past your own house, not even know.
You might.
We appreciate it, Dave.
Thank you.
And just like Dave said, Lifetime is offering a great deal. When you buy one window, you'll get the second window for 50% off. Plus, they're offering 25% off siding. They also offer 0 down, 0% interest, and 0 payments for 2 years. A portion of every sale is donated to Food Bank of the Rockies, so go ahead, pick up that phone and call 800-GET-WINDOWS or visit LifetimeWindowsColorado.com. They paid for today's segment. Keep it here.
Friday is here.
I like your hat, Dave.
Thank you.
Maybe it'll bring you good luck.
Let me find that out. If I can find it on CD, I think I have it.
I'll look for it.
let me know.
Thank you for letting me know about it. All right, sir, how are you?
Good.
All right. Welcome back. Lighting the way to fat loss is what Don Lareniga is all about at Absolute Beauty Solutions. Ultra Slim Technology is a custom fat loss program that guarantees to help you lose 2 inches on your first treatment, or it's free. And we have Don here to tell us all about it. So let's talk about Ultra Slim Technology and how it works.
Well, first let me start by, I never get tired of hearing you say, guaranteed 2 inches lost on your first visit, and we do. So Ultra Slim is red light technology. It's the newest cutting edge technology cleared by the FDA for fat loss. And as you mentioned, we see tremendous results. So much so, again, we guarantee every patient they're gonna lose at least 2 inches on that first visit, or it's
Free.
Right. Now, we've been doing this for a little over 3.5 years. And if all a patient lost were 2 inches, I'd be disappointed. But even more importantly, the technicians would be very disappointed because the average loss on the very first visit is anywhere from 3 to 4 inches. And here's how that technology works. The frequency of the red light causes the fat cells in the targeted areas to open up multiple pores, which allows the fat to drain out, and we just process it through our liver and dispose of it naturally the way we do the rest of our bodily waste. But as I mentioned here, I need a better picture. For me, the best way to describe it, when we were kids and would have a water balloon fight, if you took a water balloon and poked 25 or 30 holes in it, what happens to all that water?
Yeah, it drains out.
All drains out, and that's what's happening during this process. All the fat is draining out. In fact, even when a patient leaves our office, those pores remain open for the next 48 to 72 hours, so they continue to lose fat in inches for the next 2.5 days simply while they're home. unbelievable results.
Well, this has become so popular, you've actually opened a second location, right? So congratulations.
Thank you. Yep, we've opened a second first in Littleton, and we have our first location, which is on Arvada, and we are open 7 days a week, from 8 in the morning to 8 at night.
Woo! All right, so you can probably find a time, 12 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day,
Yeah.
7 days a week. Let's also talk about how quickly it gets rid of it, because that's truly something that attracts people, correct?
Absolutely. So on the very first visit, we're going to have a patient, when they come in, we are going to photograph them, we're going to measure them, we're going to do the treatment, and then we're going to measure them again. And like I said, they're guaranteed to lose that 2 inches on the first visit. But forget how we measure them. What they get so excited about, when they put their clothes back on and put those jeans or pants back on or dress, and all of a sudden they go, oh my, I lost. I really did. They actually get to see it. And that's what makes everything so exciting for them.
Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, must ask you about recovery time or downtime, or if they're going to have to take time off work. What is the answer?
The answer is some people fall asleep during the treatment. There is no downtime. People, when they get up, they go back to work, they go shopping, they go about their daily business.
Now, there's a lot of other technologies out there, right? Some use heat or cold technology or therapy. How is this different than those fat loss
There are a
programs?
couple. One is called cool sculpting, where they freeze the fat cells to kill them, and another is called sculpture, where they burn the fat cells to kill them. In both instances, invasive, it hurts, but more importantly, they tell you you're not going to see any results for 60 to 90 days. Then they put you on a diet and exercise program. Well, everyone's going to lose if you go on a diet and exercise program. With us, you see immediate results that very first visit.
Now, I'm sure you also get a lot of questions about where actually you can use this red light, right? But the FDA has actually cleared this for multiple body parts.
Absolutely. So it's been cleared for non-invasive facelifts because it tightens the skin and also creates collagen. But no matter where we're pointing it, there's never going to be loose skin. It is always tightening the skin. So we do the face, we do the bra strap area, or as men have told me, they don't have a bra strap area. That's their lats. We do the arms. The biggest and most important is what we call the waist buster, and we are going to target the whole abdomen. We're going to put a patient on their side. We're going to get those love handles. And for the women, when they're on their side, we also get the inner thigh. We're going to put them on their stomach, get the whole back of the love handles, obviously the other side, the other love handle, and the other inner thigh. Plus, we can target separately the thighs, the front, the back, and the sides. And we also do the knees. But at the end of the day, what I tell people, if I didn't mention a body part and you have some fat somewhere and we can shine that red light on it, we're going to get rid of it.
Now, one of the things you also offer that a lot of people might think, oh, well, of course, but you offer a free consultation, and you take that free consultation very seriously.
Absolutely. Other than the treatment itself, the consultation is probably the next most important things for two reasons. One, it gives us a chance to explain in more detail to the patient how that technology works, which allows us to give them that 2-inch guarantee. But more importantly, they get to sit down with the technician and talk about the body parts that they want to lose those inches in, because where I might want to lose or you want to lose, everybody's different. So we put together an individual package for each patient.
And what's the great offer today?
Well, for all of your viewers, we are offering a 20% discount on any program package that we put together.
All right, just go in there and make sure you say Mile High Living to make sure you get that wonderful deal. because
Absolutely.
This is something you love talking about, and we like having you in here as well.
Thank you.
All right, Don, thank you so much. You can schedule your free consultation and receive 20% off all treatment packages, just like Don said. Absolute Beauty guarantees you will lose 2 inches on your first treatment, or it's free. Don't forget about his second location that he just mentioned in Littleton. You can call 303-420-5558 or visit AbsoluteBeautySolutions.com. They paid for today's segment. Are you or is someone you know fascinated with rocks, or would you like to know more about them? Well, let's check out today's Discover Colorado.
The rock dock is my dream. I'm a geologist and I was in the corporate world for a while, but this is kind of my dream, to just peddle rocks. People call me the rock doc. I do not have a doctorate. That is not an education thing. That was my husband's nickname for me. Our shop is absolutely a great place to start. If you have ever thought about rock hounding, gold prospecting, just enjoying the nature part of, or the science part of nature. We have all the resources. We're blessed with lots of minerals in Colorado, and especially in this area, because we have a lot of exposure, you know, from the mountains coming up and eroding away, so we've exposed some of those pockets of minerals. So I do have a couple of cases in my long shop that are just Colorado stones. So I have a lot of local prospectors I work with. But I also work with a lot of importers, so I get rocks from all over the world. I think that Colorado is a geologist's dream. Our Colorado state gem is aquamarine. That is found on the mountain just 5 miles behind me, on Mount Antero. That is one of the premier locations for aquamarine. It also happens to be the 3rd largest gem field in the world. Rocks and minerals are in every single portion of your life. You might not think about it, but they're there. I do have people come in that say, oh my gosh, we're just so against mining. And I'm like, you really got to put your cell phone down and leave it alone then, because you can't have that without mining. That's just part of the process. My youngsters come in and I challenge them to tell me something that they have in their life that is not mined or grown. And they think they can do it and they never can. When I bought the shop, my dad, he would tell his friends, oh, my daughter bought a rock shop. And they're like, who buys rocks? You know, we don't get that. And a few of them stopped by the shop and they went, oh, I get it. So it kind of opens up people's eyes, I think, to a whole nother side of the world that maybe they haven't seen.
To watch full episodes of Discover Colorado for free on your TV, download the Denver 7 app on your Roku, Fire, or other device.
You got it. All right, so Ramona, you take the first 2, Manny
Yes.
takes the next 4, and then Ramona brings it
The last
gosh.
one.
last one.
is
Brings
it
up
really
the rear
4?
there. Okay.
Extra benefits, expand the network. Oh yeah, then co-pays. That's right.
Yes. And then I'll do the last one, which will be when she asks me,
Go over the deadlines again.
go over deadlines. I'll be like, the annual enrollment period runs now through December 7th. This is the only opportunity
Yeah.
to change your Medicare coverage for the 2022. Blah.
I know. See, it's hard.
I know, it is,
It's hard
and I've
to
been studying
enunciate.
this.
And then sometimes,
So are we looking at you?
yes.
Okay.
I like when you look at me.
Me too. I'm like, me too.
Welcome back. The Denver Health Medical Plan is unlike ordinary health insurance plans. They're a local nonprofit healthcare company, and they've been serving the Denver community for nearly 25 years. Joining me now is Ramona Lopez and Manny Arevalo to discuss the Elevate Medicare Advantage by Denver Health Medical Plan. That is a mouthful, I'm not going to lie. That's a lot right there, but we're very glad you're here to talk to us about all of this. And Ramona, we're going to start with you because I do understand the enrollment period has started, right? So let's all talk about who really is eligible right now.
Individuals that are 65 years or older, as well as those with certain disabilities who live in the Denver, Jefferson, and Adams County areas are eligible to enroll in our plan now through December 7th.
So we've got a little bit of time, but still December 7th, Denver 7 and December 7th kind of, they go together. That's
Yes.
good, right? They may think that's a ways off, but it's not that far off. So let's still remember some of the features that they may not know about this plan. What are those?
Yes, Denver Health Medical Plan, Medicare Advantage Plan offers an expanded network as well as additional benefits.
Okay. Now, when we talk about the expanded network, where can members actually get their care, Manny?
Yeah, so that's the best part. We've been able to partner with providers like UC Health, SEL, Stride Community, and they can actually have a primary care physician at any one of these facilities. The best part about it is they are not going to see additional costs for having a primary care outside of Denver Health. We also offer emergency room and urgent care access anywhere across the U.S.
Now that's pretty nice. A lot of people may not realize that. You actually also have some extra benefits. What are some of those extra benefits?
That's right. So we have great extra benefits. We partnered with Delta Dental, and they offer preventive and comprehensive care to all of our members. We've been able to up our limit for glasses, or our vision benefit, which is $250 to all of our members. And then we have a great hearing aid benefit, which is $1,500. We've been able to eliminate the prescription deductibles for all of our members, so they'll see immediate coverage when they go fill out their prescriptions. We've added a catalog for over-the-counter benefits for all of our members, so they can get things like Band-Aids, gauze, vitamins, incontinence supplies. And then I think really the big one is we have transportation benefits. We eliminated the amount of trips that they can take to their medical and dental appointments as well.
I mean, let's not gloss over some of this. I mean, what you just said, those are some pretty big things. I mean, you're talking about, dental, you're talking about some of the prescription benefits as well for a lot of these people that they may not have realized that they could even get for some plans. So in addition to the transportation you were just mentioning, I mean, these are things that a lot of people, especially at that age group, really, really need. So when it comes then to maybe a copay, and boy, when we say copay, that a lot of people's ears perk up, because that can be a lot of expense for a lot of folks. What is the copay? How does that work?
Yeah, so we have actually eliminated the primary care physician copay to go see your primary care physician, and that works in Denver Health or any of the other facilities that we partnered with. We've been able to drop our urgent care copay down to $20. That actually extends to our dispatch health benefit, which is an urgent care that goes to your home and they treat a variety of illnesses. And then we've also dropped our specialist copay to $20 as well.
Okay, so what I'm hearing then is that the highest I think you just mentioned was $20.
Yes.
That's not too bad. So if you're also concerned about copay or what your out-of-pocket expense may be for a lot of this, $20, that's pretty reasonable for a lot of folks as well.
Yeah, exactly. I've heard of people that will avoid going to the doctor just because of the cost associated. So we look at our benefits year over year, and we understand that needs are changing, especially at a time like this. So we try to kind of mold our benefits to fit that.
Well, you definitely have. I know my ears perked up just listening to you talk about that. How do people actually enroll in all this? Because sometimes the paperwork, the red tape can be overwhelming.
We have a few options. They can call the number on the screen. We have reps right now waiting to take your call. We can do everything telephonically. They can visit our website and click on the Become a Member link. We have information about our plans, provider directory. We have, of course, they'll get referred to a broker. Then we have family health centers around the metro area. We have 10 of them where they can just walk in and come and see us, and we can do all the paperwork for them. And for those that want to still maintain their distance but see a friendly face, we can do virtual enrollments as well.
You've covered all the bases, it sounds like. That's pretty nice, I know. Ramona, when does the enrollment period end again?
It's currently now and through December 7th. This will be the only opportunity that our members will be able to change coverage for the 2022 year. So we definitely encourage our members to act now and act early.
I love this. Okay, Manny, again, before we go, we have a little bit of time left, just a few more seconds, but I really go over some of those benefits again, because I think a lot of people may not have heard how wonderful they may have been.
So starting off with what's new this year is we have a mail order over-the-counter benefit. Our members literally look through a catalog and order over-the-counter benefits like vitamins, gauze, incontinence supplies, allergy meds. We have a great transportation benefit, unlimited trips. It works for medical and dental appointments.
For everyone, everything that they need. I mean, honestly, so
Yes.
we appreciate that. Call them today to enroll in the Elevate Medical Advantage Plan. The number is 303-602-4909. Enrollment is now through December 7th. You can visit them online at denverhealthmedicalplan.org for more information. Denver Health Medical Plan paid for today's segment, and that's going to do it for us. We'll see you tomorrow.
Furniture provided by Colorado Casual Furniture. The preceding program contained paid segments. The information and opinions expressed in those identified segments are solely those of the featured advertiser and are not endorsed or supported by this station.
Yay, we like being the favorite. We like being the favorite. Okay, here we go for tomorrow. In 3, 2, hold on, 1 second. 1 second. In 3, 2, 1. Lose weight in your own home. MHL tomorrow at 11:30 a.m.